everybody, this is Kathy, and I'm here today with a sweet little project I saw in a Somerset Studio magazine. And here's what we have. It's made from two small canvas frames, one for the front and one for the back, and it's a concertina style little journal. And I just think it's so sweet. I like using the frames because you can get a kind of a 3D format. Whoops. Well, that didn't glue on too well. Anyway, so that's what we're going to make. Stick around if you'd like to see it. And as I said, I got these canvas frames on Amazon. And you need to get not just the frame, the canvas boards, but you need to get the actual frame with canvas. And these are, I think these are 4 by 6. Let's see. Nope, 3 by 5. And you need 2 of those, and then a piece of cardstock. I'm using black heavy-duty cardstock to create the folds in the middle. So I'm going to set the frames aside, and I'm going to set this aside. And this is 11 by 5 inches by 5 inches. I'm going to simply fold it in half. Need a bone folder for that to make sure it gets really crisp. And this is a really thick cardstock. And then I'm going to fold this in half. This side as well. So that I have something that looks like this. And I'm going to set that aside. We're not going to use that right now. And I'm going to take my canvas board or canvas frame, and I'm going to take some book page. And what I want to do, we're really not going to see the back because this is going to be glued on the back, but I'm still going to cover it completely. I'm going to cover it, and then I'm going to put this on the inside as well. So I'm going to start with cutting this in half. Just like that. I'm going to grab some glue and clean out the nozzle as usual. I'm going to put glue on the back and on the sides. If you're putting it on the sides, you kind of have to work quickly. Whoa, and not let that happen. But what's new? And I'm going to simply put that down in the center. Bring the pieces up and around. I'm not going to worry about being so neat because I'm going to clean that up, and I want it to actually look rather raggedy for what I'm doing. Okay, I'm going to add some glue on the top. All around. And actually the top and the inside. Working very quickly on this part. I'm just smashing it down. This is kind of a vintage paper. Don't worry if I had to rip that up. That's okay. I can replace it. I do want to make sure that it's right up against the inside. And wherever you have openings, grab a little piece of paper and some glue and stick it on there. Don't worry about it. Just make sure it sticks down all the way. Just like that. Then press it. And same thing, if you have any edges that are sticking up, and I'm going to put some over here because I definitely don't want the white of the frame of the canvas to show. And just like that. If you have stuff like this inside, you can rip it out or you can glue it down, whichever you prefer. Okay. And I don't want this little white piece to show. Okay, press it and press it. That's one down. Let's do another. Let's see. Gonna need another book page, so we'll use this one. Again, glue on the back, glue on the sides, glue on the top, just like that. Stick it down, fold it over, tuck it in, rip it off. Whoops. Replenish the glue if you need to. It's kind of fun, messy work. Rip it off. Don't worry about it looking like a hot mess. Just stick down some glue and press it. Oops. Don't worry about this. Don't need paper inside. It's all going to be covered. Okay, let's get rid of all this. And now we have 2 frames. And I'm going to take some ink. This is Walnut Stain Distress. Okay. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this to the back of one of the frames. And actually, I want to glue it so that there's a valley in the middle rather than a peak in the middle. So it's like this. Okay. And I cut this piece, as I said. It was 5 inches high, the same height as the frame. And it's 11 inches long. And we're going to do that to the other side. And you want to make sure that the frames match up. Okay. Okay. Now we have something that looks like this. Now the next thing I did, let me glue this down again, is we're going to decorate the inside, but instead of me working on the inside like this, I cut 2 pieces of cardstock, one for each side, and these are about 2, let me make sure, they're 2 by 3. That way I can work on this and then glue it inside. So, and then I cut out, I have some little pieces of ephemera. That I might use. I think I'm going to use the bunnies. And I also have some foam tape. So what I think I'm going to do is make myself a bunny, bunny, either that one, no. Okay, I'm going to put him on foam, but before I do that, I want to cover this as well. So I have some paper that I cut, and I'm simply going to glue it to the card to give it some background. And I'm going to go ahead and ink the edges. Okay. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this wing down just like this. Ooh, I keep dropping things. And then I'm going to take the bunny, and I'm going to put the bunny on some foam. And he's going to go right there. I'm going to cut off the excess. If I don't, it won't fit in the frame. Now I need a little color on here. So I have this bird. Bird is the word. I have a bird. I have a butterfly. I think I have some paper. Or do. This paper, this colored paper, is from Louisa Heinzel's latest collection called, I think it's Avenue of Poppies. Beautiful collection. And there's a beautiful song that you can download that she wrote when you purchase the digital set. I think I'm going to hold off on using that. I'll bring this over here. Yeah. This is going to go in here. Like that. That's my dog. We're going to put this birdie down here. I should have gotten the edges first. Okay. Now I have some of this cool kind of ribbon, whatever you call it. I got this on Amazon. Just need a little piece. They have it in all different colors. It adds some nice texture to whatever you're working on. And I'm going to put that right up there. It doesn't glue down very well, but we'll do our best. You just have to keep playing with it and slather it with glue. I like to use a skewer to get it down. Okay. I don't think I need anything else on that side. Maybe. Perhaps some sort of quote. Let's see. Out of limitations comes creativity. How about today is full of possibilities? And we're going to put that right here. Okay. Turn that over. And, excuse me, let's do this side. Again, I have this piece. I'm going to, instead of this side, I'm going to use this side. I want to make sure I'm on the right side. Okay. And perhaps we'll use a person here. Let's see who we have. Okay. We're going to put him right on the edge. Sorry about that. Okay. Next, let's see what we have. Okay. Let's see. A butterfly would be nice. And we'll put him and here. Bingo. Notice I'm keeping the back neutral except for that pop of color. I always do that. Okay. And a little bit of this. Just for continuity. Slather with glue. And let's see what we have so far. Cute. Okay, I'll let that dry for a moment. And now let's think about what we're going to do on the inside. I want them to be very simple. So I'm going to look back and see some of the things that I've made here when I did the collage tiles. I have a couple. I have Make Today Count. And I have Cherish. Or I have this. These were little ATC cards that I made. This could go there, and this could go there. And that'll do it, I think. I don't want the inside too complicated. Press those down. And I think that will do it. Our little Concertina style journal made with frames. These were the ATC cards I made using the collage tile we made, and there are some videos for those. Cute. Okay, well, I think that about does it with today's video. And thank you so much for watching. You all have a great one. Bye.